Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that affects all of us at some point: negative thoughts and beliefs. We all experience them, and they can be incredibly powerful. But here's the good news: we can learn to manage and even transform these thoughts into something positive. If you're ready to take control of your mindset and improve your mental well-being, stick around. Negative thoughts and beliefs are like storm clouds. They can obscure our vision and make everything seem bleak. These thoughts often stem from trauma, heightened anxiety, or simply being in survival mode. When we're under stress, our thinking becomes more biased, leading to misjudgments that reinforce our fears and anxieties. But why do these thoughts have such a strong grip on us? It's because they're often deeply embedded in our minds, making them feel automatic, almost as if they occur outside of our awareness. And the more we believe them, the more they shape our reality, affecting our self-esteem, mood, and outlook on the future. Distorted thinking usually involves negative thoughts about ourselves, others, the world, and the future. These thoughts can become habitual, and before we know it, they're controlling how we feel and act. To manage these negative thoughts, the first step is to recognize them. Let's explore some common thinking biases that contribute to negative beliefs. First up is all-or-nothing thinking. This bias makes us see things in extremes. Everything is either black or white, with no shades of gray in between. For example, you might think of yourself as either completely successful or a total failure, with no middle ground. This type of thinking limits your potential and increases anxiety and disappointment. To challenge it, start by acknowledging the spectrum of possibilities between the extremes. Life is rarely all good or all bad, it's usually somewhere in between. Here's a practical exercise for you: write down a recent situation where you found yourself thinking in extremes. Then, list out at least 3 alternative perspectives that are more balanced. This will help you see the full range of possibilities. Next, let's talk about overgeneralization. This is when we take one negative experience and apply it to everything. For instance, if someone cheated on you in the past, you might start believing that all men or women are untrustworthy. This can prevent you from forming healthy relationships in the future. To counteract this, remind yourself that one event doesn't define all future experiences. Each person and situation is unique. Try this: next time you catch yourself overgeneralizing, ask yourself, is this really true for every situation, or just this one? Challenge the belief by looking for exceptions. Mislabeling is another form of overgeneralization where you create a totally negative image based on one minor flaw. For example, you might think you're a failure because of one mistake at work. This often leads to catastrophizing, where you expect the worst possible outcome in any situation. Catastrophizing increases anxiety and prevents you from seeing the situation clearly. Instead of preparing for the worst, focus on the most likely outcome, which is usually less dramatic. To reframe your thinking, try to describe the situation in neutral terms without exaggerating. This helps to keep things in perspective and reduces unnecessary worry. Mental filtering is when you focus solely on the negative aspects of a situation, filtering out anything positive. This keeps you locked in a cycle of negativity. Alongside this is disqualifying the positive, where you downplay or dismiss any positive feedback or experiences. To break this habit, practice positive affirmations. Each time you catch yourself filtering out the positive, consciously acknowledge at least one good thing about the situation. Over time, this can shift your focus toward a more balanced view. Negative thoughts and beliefs are heavy burdens. They can drag down your self-esteem and create obstacles to personal growth and healing. But when you recognize these thoughts for what they are, distortions, you can start to break free from their grip. Jumping to conclusions is another common thinking bias. This is when you make negative assumptions without sufficient evidence. 2 forms of this are mind reading and fortune telling. Mind reading is when you assume you know what others are thinking, usually something negative. Fortune telling is when you predict a negative future outcome without any real evidence. Instead of jumping to conclusions, ask for clarification. If you think someone is upset with you, talk to them. Often, you'll find that your assumptions were unfounded. Emotional reasoning is when you assume that your feelings are facts. For example, if you feel guilty, you might believe that you must have done something wrong. But remember, emotions are signals, they're not always accurate reflections of reality. Whenever you find yourself driven by emotional reasoning, pause and ask yourself, what are the actual facts here? Separate your feelings from the reality of the situation. Personalization is when you take responsibility for things that aren't really your fault. This often leads to self-criticism and a harsh inner dialogue. You might label yourself as useless or stupid, especially if these labels were reinforced by others in the past. To combat personalization, practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a friend. Challenge those harsh labels and replace them with more supportive and realistic self-talk. Perfectionism is another common pitfall. It's when you set unrealistic expectations for yourself, leading to a cycle of disappointment and self-criticism. This often involves a lot of should statements. I should be better, I should be perfect. But perfection is an illusion, and chasing it only leads to stress and burnout. Instead of aiming for perfection, set realistic and achievable goals. Focus on progress, not perfection. Celebrate small wins and recognize that mistakes are part of the learning process. Now that we've identified common thinking biases, the next step is to challenge and change these negative thoughts. This isn't about simply thinking positive thoughts, it's about finding a more balanced and realistic perspective. One effective technique is cognitive restructuring. This involves identifying your negative thoughts, challenging their validity, and replacing them with more balanced alternatives. Start a thought diary where you record your negative thoughts, the situations that triggered them, and evidence for and against each thought. Then, write down a more balanced perspective. Over time, this practice can help you naturally shift your thinking. Negative thoughts often stem from deeper core beliefs, those deeply held ideas about ourselves, others, and the world. These beliefs might have been formed in childhood or through traumatic experiences. Challenging these core beliefs is crucial for long-term change. Here's an exercise: identify a core belief that might be influencing your negative thoughts. For example, I'm not good enough. Then, ask yourself, where did this belief come from? Is it really true? Challenge it by finding evidence that contradicts it and consider adopting a new, more empowering belief, like I am capable and deserving. Mindfulness is another powerful tool for managing negative thoughts. It involves being present and aware of your thoughts without judgment. By observing your thoughts as they arise, you create space between yourself and the negative beliefs, allowing you to respond rather than react. Try this. Spend a few minutes each day in mindfulness meditation. Simply sit quietly, focus on your breath, and observe your thoughts as they come and go. Notice them without getting attached. This practice can help you gain perspective and reduce the power of negative thoughts over time. Once you've challenged and dismantled your negative thoughts, it's time to replace them with positive, empowering beliefs. This isn't about ignoring the challenges you face, but about cultivating a mindset that supports your well-being and growth. Positive affirmations and self-talk can help reinforce new, healthier beliefs. For example, if you've struggled with feelings of inadequacy, an affirmation like I am enough as I am can help rewire your thinking over time. Incorporate positive affirmations into your daily routine. Write them down, say them out loud, and repeat them regularly. The more you practice, the more these positive beliefs will become second nature. Visualization is another effective technique. By mentally picturing yourself overcoming challenges and living out your positive beliefs, you reinforce these new patterns in your mind. Each day, take a few moments to visualize yourself achieving a goal or living according to your new beliefs. Imagine the details, how you feel, how you behave, and how your life has improved. This helps solidify these changes in your subconscious mind. Gratitude is a powerful antidote to negativity. By focusing on what you're thankful for, you shift your attention away from what's wrong and towards what's right in your life. Start a gratitude journal where you write down 3 things you're grateful for each day. They can be big or small, it doesn't matter. The key is to make this a regular habit. Over time, this practice can transform your mindset and help you see the positive aspects of your life more clearly. Managing negative thoughts and beliefs is an ongoing process. It's like tending a garden. You need to regularly pull out the weeds of negativity and nurture the positive thoughts and beliefs that you want to grow. One of the best ways to maintain positive change is by building a support system. Surround yourself with people who uplift you and challenge your negative thoughts. Whether it's friends, family, or a therapist, having someone to talk to can make a big difference. If you find yourself struggling with negative thoughts, don't hesitate to reach out for support. Sometimes, an outside perspective is exactly what you need to see things more clearly and keep you on track. Regular reflection is key to maintaining your progress. Take time to assess how you're doing, what's working, what needs adjustment, and where you've made improvements. Once a month, set aside time to review your thought diary, core beliefs, and progress. Reflect on the changes you've made and identify any areas that need more attention. This will help you stay aware of your thoughts and continue moving in a positive direction. Personal growth is a lifelong journey. Continue learning about yourself, your thoughts, and your beliefs. Whether through books, courses, or therapy, there's always room to grow and improve. Commit to lifelong learning. Set aside time to read, take courses, or engage in activities that promote mental well-being. The more you invest in yourself, the more resilient and empowered you'll become. Managing negative thoughts and beliefs isn't about eliminating them entirely, it's about understanding, challenging, and transforming them into something that supports your well-being. By recognizing common thinking biases, challenging negative beliefs, and replacing them with positive ones, you can create a mindset that empowers you to live a happier, more fulfilling life. Remember, this is a journey, and it's okay to take it one step at a time. Be patient with yourself, practice the techniques we've discussed, and celebrate your progress along the way. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with others who might benefit, and subscribe to our channel for more content on mental well-being and personal growth. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Leave a comment below and let us know how you manage your negative thoughts and beliefs. Thanks for watching, and remember, your mind is powerful, and with the right tools, you can harness that power to create a life filled with positivity and growth.